Yeah, this is where all the classes are, all the meetings. So we live over there, but the community comes in here. And so we have the men's administration right here, and the women's administration a little further down, and then the what we call the glass house, where
all the big business
happens.
This is the peer mentor's office over here. That's where we go to get our jobs. That's where we check in at. That's where we get our step works at. And the peer mentors, like I say, they're still part of the program.
That's where we will be in about a month from now.
Yeah, I'll be in there in a week from now.
I was working in there. So.
And it's equipped with everything. We have bathrooms. We have a men's bathroom, women's bathroom. We have a water fountain. And this is right here, the room we're going into. We call this the multi-purpose room. This is the biggest room that we have in this building when it comes to having meetings. And in here, you can see how many chairs are set up. On any given day, you can have 15 people in here, and you can have over 100 people in here, well over 100 people. And it's not just us that are in these meetings. There are people from the outside that come into these meetings because, like I told you earlier, that the city of Wilmington has, hundreds of meetings a week, and some of those meetings are here. Some of these meetings people come in from the outside and have their meetings here, they home group meetings, and people that are in those home groups, they come in here and we share a meeting with them. It's not just our meeting. So it is equipped with televisions for the MT guys. When like I said, on the weekends, when they can't go out, they can come in here and sit in here and watch TV throughout the day until a meeting starts. And once the meeting starts, we turn the televisions off. Meetings last exactly an hour. We have one meeting that's an hour and a half. And there's been some good experience, strength, and hope shared in these rooms from experienced people in addiction, Alcohol and Narcotics Anonymous. But this facility is pretty much based on Alcoholics Anonymous, but we do have Narcotics Anonymous here.
And so also the MT clients every morning. So we showed you where the phase clients do their morning meditations. The MT clients they set up a huge circle every morning at 8:15, and I remember, we sit in a circle, and everybody, we had to say our name, and we had to say what we aspired to do that day, and our clean date, and so that every morning we had to do that for 2 months, and that's how you really get to know your peers, and just start programming your mind in a different direction, because it does do something to speak out loud. Like, I can sit here and think that I'm going to do different, but it's something else when I just say it. The other thing is that I wanted to say about this room is that when I first got here, this room was like big and intimidating. Like I was like, man, I just felt like I didn't even want to be here. But the longer I stay here, the smaller this room gets. Like, I guess it's because my confidence has gone up and my comfortability with myself has gone up, so it doesn't feel as intimidating as it used to. That's a really interesting point that I wanted to point out.
And one thing about it is you can see there's a divide here, there's an aisle, and the reason for that is because, again, we have the men on this side and the women on this side. This table over here is where we get people to get their meeting sheet signed inside the facility and outside of the facility, because, there are people that are in recovery houses that have to attend meetings for certain amount of meetings for so many days. So right here is where we sign a meeting sheets at to show that you're accountable for attending a meeting. And that's usually done by phase guys or peer mentor, or phase women and peer mentor women. So this facility, this room right here is an educational room. We don't just have meetings in here, we have classes as well. We also have what I would consider to be like facility meetings, what we need to do as far as keeping the dorms clean and rules that we have to enforce. They're usually taught in here. So this is a room that we use a lot for a lot of things. And then we also have. So
this is the
men's community room.
Right, the men's community room on this side and the women's community room on this side. So the men's community room is used for phase is used every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And so So all of us sit here in a circle together, and people call it the heart of the program because we talk about the issues that we're dealing with. So I'm currently dealing with self-will, gluttony. I lost my meeting sheet, so I have to claim that. Isolation, because I do like to hang out in my room and stuff. And one more thing I forgot. But anyway, so we sit around here, and each of us goes and talks about what we're dealing with. And every day, every time there's a community, somebody will be selected who needs more help than they're getting. So what will happen is the community will put their name on the board and discuss his issues and give him what's called a contract, which is just kind of basically it's like usually it's about 3 weeks, and you have to write a certain amount of words, so maybe 1,000 words on time management if you're being late, 1,000 words on responsibility if let's say you forget your towel in the bathroom, 1,000 words on let's see, being my brother's keeper. Anyway, so there's all sorts of things that you can write about. The other part of a contract is actions. So actions.
We don't have to go through all
Okay, this
mainly facility.
I just wanted to point this out while we were here, but the main purpose of the community meetings, it says it right here, the purpose of community meetings is to give people the opportunity to be responsible for themselves and to one another in a caring environment. This is done by sharing concerns with each other when they arise or in community meetings when necessary. So that's pretty much the responsibility of meetings, of the community meetings. It helps us with the issues that we deal with, and we deal with them in there. So this right here is the heartbeat of the facility right here. Everything goes on in here, everything that's needed from intake to overnighters and people coming in the program, all of that's done in this building right here. And like I say, there's nothing that goes on here that we don't know about. We share everything with everybody, every concern and every issue.
Complete transparency.
And our staff is amazing. I really have to give a lot of props to our staff.
Yeah, we got a very caring staff.
And the reason why I give so much props to our staff is because they've been where we're at.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get to where they're at. The majority of the staff here are ex-users of alcohol or drugs.
They're in recovery.
They're in recovery. They have excelled very well. Majority of the staff have come through this program. The healing place here, or either the one in Lexington, Kentucky. But it's a facility to where you're being educated by people that are in recovery instead of people that's not in recovery, because they have a more understanding of how it is for us. They teach us how to meditate. They teach us how to communicate. They teach us how to work with each other. So the staff is awesome. I give a lot of props to the staff, and I really have nothing bad to say about none of them. And I'm very grateful for the healing place.